Ten.
Stand by to take studio.
7, 6.
Stand by camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Good afternoon, MCHS. Welcome back to another episode of MCTV News. I'm Eli Sliger.
And I'm Eric Melnychuk. On today's spooky Halloween episode, Chute gives us a look at the local hauntings in the town of Sliger. William Doney gives us a look at some of the Halloween costumes MCHS students were wearing, and Sydney Jones tests students' knowledge about Halloween. But first, here's our top story.
This 2-day, students at MCHS took part in tons of activities to celebrate Halloween. From Family Feud game show to an annual costume contest, an afternoon class versus class competition, there was plenty going on within the spooky walls of the school. Reporter Chute brings us a look at this day.
Tuesday, October 31st, MCHS held a big celebration for Halloween, with many Halloween-themed events. Students explained what event they liked the best and why.
Today I think my favorite activity was Family Feud. Even though we lost, we could have won, and I think it was a fun opportunity.
I think the Family Feud, and that we are in the classes that we are listening to the music and then have to write down from which movie the music is from.
Even though there were some new additions to this year's Halloween, students still think they were lacking in certain areas. We asked students what Halloween events they would have wanted to see and why.
If there was anything that was missing, it could have been like maybe if they did like a penny carnival thing like they used to do in other schools, or if they added like a haunted house or something.
The Family Feud game during the assembly was a new addition to this year's Halloween events. We asked many students if they'd like to see it become a tradition or what games they wanted to see added.
I'd definitely like to see some new games come in, maybe a Jeopardy.
Yeah, I think Family Feud would be fun next year, but maybe make it a little bit more competitive or fun.
We hope everyone had a great Halloween, and for MCTV News, this is Chute reporting.
It looks like the winter is finally here and the snow doesn't seem to be going anywhere as fast.
That's right, Eli. We've had very cold temperatures lately. To see the temperatures as we'll be heading back to more seasonal amounts is MCTV meteorologist Brad Bullock.
Howdy everyone. We're going to check the weather across the country here. I'm talking like a cowboy for you because I'm sheriff for Halloween. Let's take a look at your national forecast. We have -3 degrees up in Whitehorse. It is a chilly one for you. -10 in Yellowknife. That's going to be a cold one. 6 degrees and rainy in Vancouver and -1 in Regina. It is currently 0 degrees down in Winnipeg. And over here in Montreal, it is 14 degrees and 15 in Halifax, with a solid 15 degrees in Toronto. It is -4 in Iqaluit, and it is 8 degrees over here in St. John's. Let's take a look at your provincial forecast. It's -10 up in High Level. That's pretty chilly. -9 in Fort Mac. Could be a lot better for you. -7 is where we're standing here for the Edmonton area. Let's hope that it goes better because I personally do not like driving on the ice. It is -9 in Red Deer, -8 in Calgary. A nice 0 degrees, but chances of flurries down in Medicine Hat. -9 and -8 in Jasper. Still good enough for you to go out, like maybe play some hiking or something. I don't know. I know that they have a bunch of winter activities down in the national parks if you don't want to go try that out. And it's -8 in Grand Prairie. Let's take a look at your current conditions. It's -11 right now, and the wind is coming from the north at 15 kilometers per hour, making it feel a lot colder. The relative humidity is at 92%. The sunrise came up at 8:40 this morning, and it will go down at 5:58. Here's your weekly forecast. It's -10 tomorrow, and it'll slowly start warming up to about, the warmest will be on -6 on Sunday, and you can expect that to hang around that mark for the rest of the week. You might want to just make sure that you guys are wearing your warm clothing Stay warm out there. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for the weather update, Brad. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this Tuesday was Halloween. With the rash of recent local hauntings in Legal, we sent Colby Chute to investigate, and he got way more than he bargained for. Here's Ghost Hunters, Part 2.
We're here in the local homeless center looking for Ted Bear. Let's go find him. Hello, are you Ted Bear?
I am not Ted Bear. He has been dead for a long time. I am now a poor, hungry, homeless man.
You're not you when you're hungry. Eat some Triscuits.
Crikey! Let's go!
Ted Bear, there's been like a ghost terrorizing this town for like 3 days. Okay, we need somebody to put an end to this.
Well, let's go look for it. Oh, I learned this in med school. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. Look at this. Still fresh.
Oh, so we've been, unrelated to the ghost stuff, we've been digging graves for about 4 days now. Two quick things. First, there might be a ghost problem. Second of all, Mommy! Oh wait, I can see her! She's not invisible! Oh, I hate my life for real. I want to... So we just spotted the ghost up here a little bit, and
Aren't you supposed to have an accent?
right. So we just saw a ghost up there, and oh god, there she is now. There she is now. If Hollywood's taught me anything, it's to be ready for anything, lad.
Ted Bear, the ghost is right there. We have to take it out.
Yeah, you're right. Well, it's disabled. Let's see who it is. Jesus! You Scooby-Dooed us! Tune in next time on Ghost Adventures.
Welcome back. Here to give us a recap about everything that's going on in the world of sports is MCTV analysis Bradford Bullock.
Thank you, Eric. In the majors last night, the Houston Astros played the Los Angeles Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. The Astros came away with the victory in Game 7 to win the World Series title. The final score was 5-1 for Houston. Turning to the NHL, Pittsburgh topped our hometown Edmonton Oilers 3-2 in a heartbreaker. Toronto topped Anaheim 3-1. The New Jersey Devils shut out the Vancouver Canucks 2-0. The Chicago Blackhawks claimed a 3-0 shutout over the Flyers, and lastly, the Sharks beat the Predators 4-1. To the NBA, the Toronto Raptors were topped 129-111 by the Denver Nuggets. Orlando won 101-99 over Memphis in an amazing game. Portland lost 103-112 by the hands of the Utah Jazz. The Clippers blasted the Mavericks 119-98, and Phoenix won 122-116. In the CFL, Montreal is taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats in Hamilton this weekend. If you want to watch a game with absolutely no playoff meaning, here's the one for you. Winnipeg will be taking on the Calgary Stampeders. Toronto will be playing against BC, and Edmonton will be playing against Saskatchewan at New Mosaic Stadium. The current situation in the CFL sees every playoff spot being able to be jumbled this weekend. If the Edmonton Eskimos win and the Blue Bombers lose to the Eskimos, excuse me, the Eskimos will be hosting the Western semifinal, which is the most, what we'd like to see the most for our Eskimos. Tonight in the NFL sees Buffalo playing the New York Jets. This should be a hard-hitting, high-flying game, so watch it if you really want to see a good quality game. On Sunday, you can enjoy a great NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys are set to play the Chiefs in Dallas, and Oakland will be in Miami. Watch out for a battle between Derek Carr and Jay Cutler, the two wild quarterbacks. Finally, the Lions will be storming into Lambeau Field to play the Green Bay Packers. The Packers will be without Aaron Rodgers once again after he suffered a broken collarbone last week. Coming up next, we have a piece about ghosts and zombies of MCHS, or at least the students and teachers who dressed up like the different creatures of Halloween. William Doney was there on Tuesday to take a closer look, and let's take a look at that report.
Many students at MCHS dressed up for Halloween. Among the unique costumes are the ideas and meanings they represent. These students explain why they dressed up the way that they did.
I am a Lost Boy, and I dressed up with my volleyball team to do Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Boys.
I'm Miss Universe, but an alien from outer space, and I figured out the idea while I was shopping with my friend Daphne, and I tried on this dress, and then the idea came through.
So this year we just decided to be the Banana Gang, and we just went and picked up a bunch of bananas.
As well as representing an idea and a school, students expressed what their favorite part of dressing up is.
Fun, just having fun and looking at funny costumes.
Yeah, just celebrating that it's Halloween, and it doesn't have to be the scariest costume, it can still be funny or whatever. And yeah, it's fun.
My favorite part about dressing up is just getting to be a part of like a group costume, so we can do stuff like win subway cards.
We can be sure to see many new and exciting costumes next year. For MCTV News, William Doney reporting.
Welcome back. One week from today, MCHS is hosting the Ella post-secondary events over at the MCCC. Here to talk about this event is our organizer, MCHS counselor, Laurie McCurdy. Hi there.
Hi.
Thanks for having us on the show. So what does Ella stand for, and what can the students expect at this event?
Well, ELA stands for Educational Liaison Association of Alberta, and basically it is a bunch of post-secondary institutions that all come together. They bring a representative, and they'll provide information for students to ask questions and to gather information for future careers.
Thank you. Is it ever too late to apply for post-secondary? Sometimes students don't always feel too motivated at the lower grades in grade 9, for example, or grade 10. Is it ever too early?
Well, it's never too early to get information because it can really help with your high school planning. So you want to be able to find out what are the requirements for maybe the program that you want to take and work towards meeting those requirements.
Perfect. And is there any other events that are coming up for the school to get the students motivated to go out there and look?
Yes, at our open house, we'll have probably 15 post-secondary institutions come, and they'll set up tables, and so that's another opportunity for students to get some information as well as their parents.
Perfect. And how can they get a hold of you to get all this type of information about the events coming up in the school?
Well, they can come into Student Services and see me. You can book an appointment. I'm usually available, and I'm pretty much always available at lunchtime. So just come on in, and I will try to answer your questions.
So what kind of post-secondary institutions are going to be at this event?
We have many, probably 15 to 20, and many are coming from Calgary. So we've got University of Calgary, University of Alberta, SAIT, NAIT. We also have the Canadian RCMP, Canadian Armed Forces are also going to be with us. King's University, Norquest, many different post-secondary institutions.
Perfect. It's a very good opportunity for students to be able to have that opportunity. Hey?
Yes, it's going to be an awesome experience.
Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking at time to be with us at this studio today. Thank you. Coming up back after the break, Eric Melnychuk will bring us a look at the weekly MCHS announcements, and Cindy Jones tests the Halloween knowledge of MCHS students when it comes to all things spooky. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The MCHS library has everything you need. We have tons of magazines. We have desks so you can work on your late homework. We have a bunch of computers that you can browse the internet on. We have a wide selection of books. We also have a place for you to take a nice nap.
Why not start your morning with a nice cup of coffee? Hot.
The MCHS Library, not your average resource center.
Hey, what are you up to?
Oh, here, I'll show you. I'm posting a photo for the new MCHS House competition. All you have to do is post a photo on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, put the hashtag MCHS Howls, and you're entered to win a prize at the end of each month.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I'll go try that now. Come on. Can I do it on the balcony?
Yes!
Can I do it in foods class?
Yes! Yes, you can!
Can I do it while I'm juggling?
Yes!
Can I do it in the tunnels of MCHS?
Yes! Can I do it in the drama room? Yes!
Can I do it anywhere in MCHS?
Yes!
Over the years, many companies try to sell you the pens you think you need. Pens with useless and overly complicated features, such as the ability to finish your homework for you, make you cooler, and even the ability to hack into the Pentagon. But here at Penco, we pride ourselves on our patented new age pens, with the 100% guarantee that the only thing this pen does is leak ink. Hey student.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Has this ever happened to you? Your teacher's about to give you all the answers in an upcoming test. But, aw man, you don't have a pen to write with.
Alright guys, bring out your pens. I'm going to give you the answers to tomorrow's quiz.
Oh no, only I had a pen to write the stuff with. Don't worry, Penco's got your back. Oh wow!
Wow, thanks, Pen. I can always rely on you.
For a limited time, you too can get a pen at a low, low price of $99.99. Call soon while supplies last. Ink not included.
Welcome back. And now let's take a look at the daily announcements for the week of November 2nd. The MCHS Interactive Club presents the Glow in the Dark Family Dance tomorrow night at the Morinville Community Cultural Center. Tickets are $5 in advance for $7 at the door. $30 to get your whole family in. See Mr. P for more information. Attention, strong math students. A tutor is required 2 hours a week to help out with Math 10C students. Families are willing to pay $15 an hour. See Mrs. Christensen for more details. On Friday, November 10th, MCHS students are invited to a practical in the Armed Forces Reserves Program field trips. Students will head to the Edmonton Armory for an info session and tour. Permission forms must be returned to the student services no later than Wednesday, November 8th. Contact the grad master of funk and rap himself, Mr. Terry Maslick, for all the details. Attention, grade 12s. If you want to be considered for the Schulich Award, the application package will be returned a week from today. See Mrs. Christensen for more info. The Johnston's Ring Man will be at MCHS on Monday, November 6th and Tuesday, November 7th at lunch to take grad ring orders. Catalogs are available in MCHS main office. Be sure to bring a $60 deposit to secure your order. Congratulations to the October winners of the MCHS Howls competition, Kendra Revard and Jordan Ingram Harvey. Be sure to get on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and share your positive experiences here at MCHS using the hashtag MCHS Howls. Monthly prizes will be given, and you'll be automatically entered into the grand prize drawn at the end of the school year. For all the other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements in Block 2, logging on to the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, or by following the school's on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
Coming up next, reporter Sydney Jones went around the school testing students' knowledge of all things Halloween. Some of their answers were more shocking than the events surrounding the school on this holiday.
Black? Green. You said green. White? You said white too.
Red? Purple?
No, you're close though.
Purple.
Isn't it purple? Purple. That's what I said.
Blue?
Yeah!
Blue.
Blue?
Blue? Yeah. What is... That's weird.
I'm gonna go with solid 7.
50?
50.
17.
80. 9%?
No, higher.
10%.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
10% of people need a life.
Eggplants.
Squash.
Nope. Radishes.
Zucchini.
No.
Eggplant.
Corn.
A tree?
Not turnips.
Turnips? Yeah. Okay.
Turnip.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what it's like.
Turnips?
Yeah.
Turnips. They're like fucking little small.
Yeah.
This is crazy. They can fly.
Turn into a werewolf?
To be spooky.
Vampire?
Time travel.
Turned into ghosts?
Scaring people?
Leave their body at nighttime?
They're a witch.
Or a demon?
To fly.
They can fly.
You can see ghosts? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, they can see, like, The Walking Dead.
To talk to ghosts.
There you go. Like one of those people who can communicate with them.
I see dead people.
And that's it for another episode of MCTV News. Join us again next time on Thursday, November the 9th, when Bradford Bullock gives us a look at this year's Western Canadian Challenge Volleyball Tournament. I'll bring you a report from this week's MCHS Awards Night at the MCCC, and Jared Melnychuk was at the recent swearing ceremony at the Mornville Town Council and Mayor, and will file this report. All this plus our sports and 7-day weather forecast in next week's episode, Thursday, November the 9th.
So what did you do this Halloween?
Well, I went out to my friend's house out in St. Albert, and we had a nice supper. My brothers and sisters, they went out trick-or-treating, obviously, but I stayed home. I just had some good conversations with family and stuff. How about you?
I went trick-or-treating, and I had that giant dinosaur costume, and people thought it was the best costume ever. It was actually a really fun Halloween.
Nice. For all of this, for all of us at MCTV News, I'm Eli Sliger.
And I'm Eric Melnychuk. Thanks for tuning in.